Welcome, unicorns! This is your April Unicorn Astro reading for 2019. So before I start this magical reading, make sure that you have subscribed to my channel and of course like my video. When you subscribe, you give me permission to connect with your energy and be able to send you more sparkles and in my readings and healings that I do. So the more you interact with me, like in the comments, join my group, or follow my ventures, the more connected we will be and your magic will be awakened. So that is my gift to you, my unicorn gift. And you can also use these Astro readings to help you create a positive intention for your wish this month for the new moon. So I will be doing a live wishing session on my Facebook group, Crystal Unicorn Land, which you can find in the comments below this Saturday, April 6th. It's the day after the new moon. Okay, so Saturday, April 6th, go to my Crystal Unicorn Land group and we can do some new moon intention settings for you. It will be about abundance this month. And for a more complete, well-rounded reading, you can do all your signs. So your sun sign, which is the one that you probably know, your rising, and your moon. So to get this info, you can go to astro.com and just input your birth date, time, and place for your natal chart. And I will also put that link below so that you can see what your whole life, all your 3 signs are about. I know that we have a lot more signs, but these are the 3 most major ones. All right, and for this month's Astro reading, I'm actually using Leeza Robertson's Animal Totem Tarot. So Leeza is my really good friend, business partner, and my mentor, my tarot mentor. So I'm really excited to work with her cards. This was a really different but fun and wild read. And in this reading, I'll be sharing some of the messages from the animals that Leeza channeled through her book, and also sharing the meanings for business and relationship that was also in the guidebook. It's not going to be totally word for word because some of the things I say will probably come from my intuition also, but it's the gist of it. Also, at the end of each reading, I will share a question for you to journal on that also came from the guidebook. So let's get started. And this unicorn robe is making me so hot, by the way. Okay, so Aries, you received the 7 of Swords this month, and your animal is a skunk. So skunks get such a bad rep because they can spray you with stink, right? But they are super cute and cuddly like a kitten. So I know people who actually have skunks for pets, but this card shows that the skunk is being cornered by 7 wands, ready to attack him when he's just trying to like chill, right? So if you were backed in the corner, wouldn't you defend yourself too? Like what are you backed in the corner on? What are you defending? And the skunk wants to tell you like what you've achieved so far is amazing, and now it's time for you to defend that because the other people are judging you and are against you, but it's like not even your fault, right? You're just there. All right. And if you, for your business, the skunk says, time to get a team together and find people who will have your back if you are backed into the corner like him, and you won't get too far by yourself. Right now, you need support for your business. And for relationships, are you willing to defend what you have created in life, in this life, the relationships that you have built, you're very proud of. So even all the couples argue, like I argue, but we have a solid foundation. If you argue and you have a solid foundation, you can always fall back on that. And so the skunk wants to ask you, do you have a solid foundation in your relationships that you can fall back on if one of you is backed in the corner and you guys are arguing, right? Can you pass this test? All right. And a question for you to journal on, Aries, for this month. Where in life do you constantly feel defensive? That's a good one. The next sign is Taurus, and you had the Hierophant, and he is a polar bear. Woo! So the polar bear lives and dies where he is born, and he has faith that this place, his place, can support him. He has a really strong connection to his home, and he knows that he can stand in his power there. Maybe it's time for you to dive into your beliefs and your faith. What do you have faith in? What do you believe in? And it doesn't just have to be spiritual stuff. Believing in other things, such as science or other people, is just as powerful as believing in, anything spiritual. But the important thing is to have a belief. Have something that you have faith in so that you know where you came from and you know where you're going. So this month, will be more focused on you and what your faith is, what you feel, right? So in your business, have faith in your ability to pull off a vision and business goals, right? The polar says, just because you haven't done this before, it doesn't mean that you can't do it this time. So let the failures help you grow and be a fierce polar bear and charge forward with your vision and believe that you can do this for your business. Now, relationships. Do you have faith in those around you? Right, in your relationships, love, friendship, whatever. When you don't have faith in others, it puts restrictions on the relationships because you don't trust them, so you can't open up, you can't do all the things that you want to do. So just imagine what you can build in a relationship if you have faith in them, right? When you see the possibilities in others, it will also help them grow, and that will help your relationship grow and yourself grow. So don't go be capping other people's abilities. Believe in them if they're really your friend. If you don't believe in them, if you don't like them, then don't be their friend, right? Okay. And the question that the polar bear asks you to journal on is, what does faith mean to you? Okay. Next sign, we have Gemini. Gemini the twins. And you got 8 of Cups. And we have Mr. Salmon. All right. Salmon is always on a quest, right? Like swimming up the stream because they need to go spawn. So the salmon wants you to give into something magical. Go on a quest like he does or she does. And when the pull of the spawning calls, the salmon has to answer, right? And they go and don't stop. So what is calling you? What do you want to answer to? And they just want you to let you know that where you are headed now is not where you need to go. So you need to stop thinking with the logical mind and think with your heart and listen to the call and let go of whatever you're doing and just enjoy this new adventure, right? Follow your calling, follow your heart, follow the pull. For your business, it's time to let go and change directions. You may be too emotionally attached to your client or the situation, but you need to do it. Do it before you get stuck with like an even bigger mess. So cut ties early, cut ties now. And in a relationship, you might not want to hear this, but the salmon warns you it's time to walk away in this relationship, right? The 8 of Cups. Let's go. Bye. You know what I'm talking about. You might not want to do it, but it's for the best, Gemini. Take one step at a time. Take one swimming fin at a time. Just leave now. Leave before the relationship gets worse. The salmon says this relationship is toxic, so swim on. And the question for you to journal on is, what sort of changes need to be made for you to feel like you are on the right track, Gemini? That is your question to journal on. And the next card we have is Ace of Wands for Cancer. Yay, Cancers, the crab. All right, Ace of Wands, beginning of a new desire, passion. So you have the Firefly. And so the Firefly's message for you is you can understand the message with your heart and not your mind. And you have a burning idea that is shining so bright. You must follow this idea and your passion to make it into reality. So let the light burn bright. But just like the firefly, you can only see the light at night. So you have to find the perfect conditions for your light to shine also, right? Because the firefly burns all the time, shines all the time, but in the daylight you can't really see it, and you can only see him shining bright at light. So what is the condition for you to have, your amazing new idea flourish? And Business, take your inner light and shine. Trust that the conditions are perfect for you right now, so take action. And now it is time for your unique gifts to be revealed. So basically, Firefly is asking you to don't wait and act now. Go, go, go. Take action on your idea. And Cancer, relationship. So male fireflies seems like they're doing stunts in the air, but what they're really doing is sending out love signals. And it's a really difficult pattern that only can be read by their perfect mate. Isn't that really cool? So that's a hard way to find a partner. But like them, we actually do the same thing. We send out specific signals and specific codes that only the right partner will respond. So if you are not having the relationships that you want, or if you're not even getting, anybody to respond, figure out what you are sending out, and maybe you need to change. Maybe you need to change your love signals. And the question for you, Cancer, is where can your light shine the brightest? Journal, journal, journal. Alrighty. And next up we have Leo, Mr. Lion, and you receive the 7 of Pentacles. So the 7 of Pentacles, this is actually a baby elk. You can see that he or she is a different color than the elks in the back. And this elk is waiting for the pentacles in the tree to drop. And you know that something is about to happen. And this baby elk is saying, practice what you want to happen so when it gets here, you won't even notice the difference and it will flow smoothly. So baby elk is trying to act like the adult elk so that when it's time for him to be an adult, then he can transition smoothly. So be ready for a shift and fake it till you make it. Oh, it's getting hot in my unicorn robe. Okay, business. Business is at a standstill. See him standing still? Inner growth is happening right now, big time. So just don't stop what you're doing. Stop doubting yourself and keep moving forward for your business. Keep going even if it doesn't look like anything is going. You are moving. It's just stand still in the physical world. For your relationship, building a relationship does take time, sometimes a lot of freaking time. And just because it's not all rainbows and unicorns right now, it doesn't mean that it won't be. So don't give up. Don't give up on relationships and keep going. And like the baby elk, fake it till you make it. Let's see what your journaling question is. What ways can you, like the young elk, fake it till you make it? And the next sign we have is Virgo, which is my sun sign. Hello, Virgos. 10 of Cups. Penguins. Pengoos. So cute. So love, this is a penguin's message for you. Love, trust, and support are a big part of the penguins' culture. Without this, they will get eaten by bigger predators. After all the emotions that you've been through from the Ace of Cups to the 10, because this is the completion, right? The 10. Now you are at the ending. And it's not only about the happily ever after, which is what usually this card means, right? But it's that you've mastered all your emotions throughout the journey here. So the penguins tell you to step into the light, into the community. So let them support you too, because you have not only achieved this happiness for yourself, but for also the whole community, for your family and loved ones, friends around you. So you've done this, you've achieved this success for others as well. For your business, everyone working at you everyone working with you at this time will totally benefit from it, especially if you are a coach. Hey, that's me, right? So this is a time of happiness, creativity, and joy. Or, if you haven't received this yet, then if you have been working really hard, then you know that this is coming and you will get it. Great. So who wants to work with me this month? Woohoo! And the journaling question for you, Virgo, is what does it mean to have a happy, healthy life? And the next sign we have is Libra, and you have the 6 of Swords, which is one of my favorites. It's a sugar glider, also known as the sugar bear. Do you see Do you see the sugar bear flying in the air? I really wanted one or two. But anyways, so movement is kind of risky. Six of Swords. Right, movement is kind of risky. All these swords are sticking out, and sugar bear is trying to like glide through it. But staying where you are is even more risky if it doesn't feel safe to you, and that will not serve you in the long run. So you've outgrown your old self. You outgrown, where you are right now. So it is time to move on. And no one said it would be easy, right? All these obstacles. You have everything you need for this journey. All you need is you. And don't worry where you're going right now, but just go. Like glide like the sugar bear in the air and see where it takes you. For your business, who is this? Libras. Business, it's time to move on. Just take what you can carry and focus on your journey now and what you need to do. And just jump, go for it, glide, and you will land someplace awesome. For your relationship, Six Swords is all about mental, right? So it's like you need a mental vacation from your relationship. So it's like, bye, I need to take a break. So your relationship might be driving you nuts. And the sugar bear says to take the freaking break that you need. So let go of thoughts and let's just glide away. So maybe go on like a mini retreat or just go off by yourself somewhere without, people nagging you. Your question to journal on is, where can you take yourself for a mental vacation? That's a great question. The next sign is Scorpio, and you are the Seven of Swords, and you have the ferret. All right, so she's like guarding her swords, and ferrets are very sneaky, right? They're really stealth like ninjas. So being sneaky is a necessary skill for survival, but you have to know when and where to use them. This is the message from the ferret. So usually this is a thief card, the Seven of Swords, but the ferret is letting us know that we can't just judge the energy of this card by calling it a thief, right? He says that stealth can also be a form of protection, and sometimes you need it to keep things hidden from others. That's not their business, but you don't use it to harm others anyways, or yourself. So maybe this month you need to be like the ferret and sneak in and out of places, or be sneaky and hide stuff that others don't need to know about to survive. For your business, don't share your manifestations or wishes with those that do not wish you well. So, it's a natural reaction. A lot of people get jealous. So if you know that they're going to get jealous, if you know they're going to talk you down in your business, then don't share it with them. Hide your manifestations and protect them. For now, just claim what is yours and keep it to yourself, and you can just share it later when it comes true, right? Then they can, congratulate you or bitch all they want, but it came true. Yay. For relationships, are you being honest with your relationships? Are you being sneaky? Right? A sly and sneaky relationship might come and bite you in the ass like the ferret, and they have super sharp teeth, so you don't want to get bitten, right? So make sure you're not sneaky in your relationship. Ooh. Your question to journal on for the ferret, Scorpio, is, where are you being sneaky with others in life? Good or bad, you can write both. I do not tell my boyfriend all of the stuff I order from Amazon, but he sees it anyway, so I don't think that's being sneaky, right? All right, here we go. Sagittarius, Four of Swords, and you have the zombie toad. Okay, but he's actually kind of cute. I really like him. So this toad says that you do know that the most successful people take naps. Resting can rejuvenate your body and mind. See how the toad is still and resting on the sword? Resting helps your creative soul. And sometimes the best course of action is no action at all, just for a day. Sorry, it got stuck in my throat. I got a toad in my throat. Just for a day, like, relax. I need to relax my throat. Wait until the time is right. Acting before you need to could be a waste of energy, and it could be dangerous. So chill this month like the zombie toad. And for your business, don't be pushing your business now. Don't go gung-ho. It's time to take short breaks. You are running, or if you are running, or should I say jumping yourself to death for no good, step back, take a break, rest, and see what's happening, and you will find everything falling into place on its own. Relationships. Let others look after you for a while. Let others support you. Take yourself out of action and see what happens. Now is the time for, taking time out and to receive and not so much giving, right? And your question to journal on, Sagittarius, is what are you afraid of if you are not there to control everything? Because that's why you don't want to rest, right? Because you want to control. All right. Next sign, we have Capricorn, and I just want to tell you that I'm like sweat dripping down my back right now because this thing is so damn hot. Okay, Capricorn, you have the Ten of Swords, and it's kind of sad. This like pigeon is stabbed by the sword. So you cannot grow where there is nothing to support you, says the pigeon. So the pigeon, you don't want to end up like this pigeon. Okay, and they are also known as the rat of the sky. But just like the rat, they have many lessons and are cunning and full of wisdom. They're actually really smart. I didn't know that. Pigeons can be really territorial when the eating is good, but you will not see them when there is nothing left. So they don't care if there's nothing left. So that is what you have to do. See if there's anything left for you where you are at right now. If there isn't anything left, then you need to move on, or else it will cause pain and misery like this pigeon. So if there's nothing left for you there, you need to get the hell out of there so that you won't be stabbing yourself in the heart like this pigeon. For your business, don't only focus on one pool for clients. So don't only focus on like one thing, right? Thinking that's the only thing for you. Go wider. Look into different groups. Look into different pools. And, what if your pool dries up? Then what are you going to do? Simply just move yourself from one pool to another. That's fine. You've had a good run now, and it's time to find a new channel for abundance. So there's always different. You are the source of abundance, and all these, pools of clients are just channels for the abundance to flow into you. So you don't need anybody. You don't need any one group or person, right? Because it can flow to you from anywhere. And your question to ask is, are you trying to stay somewhere you no longer belong to, right? Are you trying to stay somewhere you no longer belong? Fly away, birdie. Say bye. Okay. Aquarius, you received the Magician. Whoop! One of my favorite cards, and it's the fox. And look at this infinity sign. Boop, right there. The wind. So cute. This is on the cover. On the cover of the box. One of my favorite cards. Whenever it seems like nothing is available to you, look again, because there is a current of abundance flowing from everyone. And sometimes you have to stop what you're doing so that you can see the magic around you. I kind of talked about it in the previous card, right? But yeah, this card is saying you definitely are magical and you have magic. And sometimes your life might be just super chaotic that you don't see the magic. So there is magic happening underneath the physical world. The magician knows he has to keep polishing his magic to refine his skills and tools. So what tools and skill that is unseen to the eye do you need to start working on? Do you need to stop and take notice of and sharpen that skill. And you have to remember, this card is to remind you that whatever you wanted to achieve this month, you have the tools to do so. And sometimes you have to step back and look, okay, what are the skills that I have? Can I do this? For your business, the fox says, keep it simple. It can be easy to want everything like shiny new things, like all these things, right? But the flashing marketing ways people are offering to your business can be a trap. So what you currently have for your business is all that you need to make your business a success, right? Really straightforward. Boom. Relationship. So the real lesson of the fox is to be still and stop talking and listen, so that, he can pounce accordingly, so that you can pounce accordingly. Like what's under the snow, right? The bunny hiding under the snow. And you can't solve problems by making noise anyway. Listen with everything and not just your ears. So listen with your heart, mind, soul, intuition, whatever it is. And when you truly listen, then you will know what actions to take. And the question is, how do you keep all your magically manifested, how do you keep track of all of your magically manifested goals? How do you keep track of your goals? And the last sign is Pisces. Pisces. And you got Temperance, which is a flamingo. So pretty in rainbow. Love flamingos, maybe because they're pink. So take a good look at what your body is telling you. This is a message from the flamingo. And then decide if you like what it says. So you could say that your physical form, right, what you look like on the outside, is like looking at your soul, what you really feel and are doing on the inside. So you can totally change your body story if you do something about it, right? If you don't do anything about it, nothing will change. Duh. So sometimes we need a reminder though. And you can totally tell a person by judging the cover, the flamingo says, right? You can tell when a person is taking care of themselves or if they're not taking care of themselves. If they're not drinking enough water, if they're not, life is too chaotic, and so on. So how do you feel right now? Do you feel balanced? Do you look like you're balanced? How does your skin look? How are you taking care of your mind, body, and soul? So the flamingo wants to tell you this month to take a really good look at you in the mirror and see if you are balanced, right? And what you need to do to balance your energies this month to take care of yourself and make sure that your physical reflect what you want to feel on the inside, right? And for your business, so you have to deal with a lot of opposing energy. You have to take that energy and let it work for you though. Sometimes you will get amazing results, sometimes you don't, but that is when you grow and learn from it. So don't just stay in the safe zone. Go find something or someone that is totally different from you and bring that energy into your current project. Spice it up a little bit, right? And for your relationship, sometimes attraction, opposites attract, is for a good reason, the flamingo says. That can, we can only achieve the biggest growth when you talk to people with different beliefs, because that expands your minds, expands your beliefs. So seek out more of your opposites this month in a relationship and to expand yourself also. And your question for this month is, so your question for this month, Pisces, from the flamingo is, what does your skin say currently about you? So are you drinking enough water? Are you getting enough sleep? Doing the 10-step Korean K-pop skin treatment like I am? Yes, 10 steps. You should check that out. It's really cool. All right. So that is the end of your Unicorn Astro reading with the Animal Totem Tarot this month. And again, as a reminder, please join me on April 6th. That is a Saturday on my Crystal Unicorn Land page to do our intention wishing session. It's really good. You feel really good after. You can always watch the replay if you missed the live. Oh, it's at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And don't forget, Friday the 5th is a new moon. So 4th, 5th, or 6th, you can make your new moon wishes and intention. But we will all be doing one together on Saturday if you're interested. And that's it for now. If you want to look at more of my videos and my mukbang, which is me eating and talking about unicorn spiritual stuff, I would appreciate it. And that's it. I will see you guys soon. Bye, unicorn. Stay magical. Hearts. Bye.